I'm sitting here making shirts. But if they do, at least I'll be here. And
it's a good idea.
Maybe that's something old Chris Goss can do.
Yeah.
Chat with Chris Goss every Tuesday at 10.
Coffee with Chris. He doesn't drink coffee, though. Peanut butter milk with Chris.
He doesn't, but I'd have to give him the password, and he probably would lose it or wouldn't remember it.
No.
He's not a big fan of the password.
No, he wouldn't. I think you should do it.
Okay.
All right. Put it on your list.
All right. So how was your day in recovery? My
day in recovery was good. I just finished 4 days in a row of my midnight shift. They're 10 hours, over 10 hours usually. So by the last day, I'm ready to get some sleep. And it's odd because, I mean, you still, working midnights, for those of you that do totally know what I'm talking about, is that you get all kinds of turned around with your sleep schedule. And so it's this constant battle of like trying to figure out if you're actually capable of going to bed, if you're tired enough, and then also struggling to stay awake when you have to, or staying awake knowing that you have to, get a solid amount of sleep somewhere down the line. So it took me a minute, but so I slept all like this afternoon till this evening. But I mean, I'm feeling like I probably can sleep tonight too. But then I'll have the next few days that I'll be in that schedule where, like normal people's schedule, sleeping at night and functioning during the day. But we'll see what happens. So as long as I get other things done and, be productive every day.
So I'm hearing there, what I just heard you just say is that you've been busy the last 4 days, haven't had much sleep, you get distracted by your super hot, sexy boyfriend when you get home from work, that you can't really go to sleep. Like you try, but you just can't resist yourself.
Right. You caught that?
Yeah. This is what I'm taking from it.
Okay.
And then that you want to do like a road trip.
A road trip?
Yeah, like downstate or something. I don't know. That's what I was kind of getting or hearing from that. You're like, oh, I just need to get out of here.
No, actually, well, I've been thinking, I don't know. I've been thinking about how with this COVID thing, because it's, I don't know, maybe, am I the only one that's thinking like this? Because I'm talking to my mom, right? She's COVID free, and, her boyfriend, COVID free, and they're doing their thing, building a house, which I helped out a lot with and will continue to. But things are kind of slow now with that, just like everything. And I don't know, I feel like I want to be able to hang out with them or, have dinner together or something. But there's this stay at home. Does that mean stay at your own home? I mean, is there a problem with when you have family or friends even, or, I don't know, even people in the program, it's like, this is a safe zone. We're COVID free.
I heard, I don't know. Like,
where you can load up the car, hop in, bring your, potato salad or whatever. I just made that up because it sounds like something that, people bring to, I don't know, like a potluck or whatever, and have a get together.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. So, answer your question. I heard that Whitmer was saying, and that's the governor of Michigan, if you're new to that you can't travel to your vacation homes. Oh, I know, that sucks.
Man.
But then I saw on their website that, you can travel out of state. You can travel to your houses and stuff like that. So I was really confused what is going on now, but new cases are popping up left and right.
Are they, though?
Yeah.
As bad as they were?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I didn't watch the news.
Yeah. I don't watch.
That's my recuperation day.
But a friend of mine said that his neighbor down in Benton Harbor, who was a police officer, is in the hospital right now and not doing so well. And he said, he's mid-30s, fit guy. Like, he's just like, he dropped some F-bombs in his post. And he's like, it's not time to be playing games, just chill the F out and stay in your house. Stop the whole, we're going to go do this and that. And
what is the this and that? That's my curiosity. What are people actually still able to do?
Right, but he's saying that people are, protesting because they can't get
that
on their
stuff.
boat. And, is it my right to get COVID? Absolutely. But the problem with that is if I get it, I'm going to give it to you.
Right.
And give it to a bunch of people. That's where the problem comes in. That's where it's like, yeah, I have a right to get COVID, but they're looking out for other people who don't want COVID.
Right.
And if you want to go live on an island somewhere, then sure, they'll let you go live on an island somewhere. But, we're not the only country doing this. In China, they padlock you in. Like, it's some serious stuff over there. And we have television, kids got PlayStations, Xboxes. It's not like they're Anne Frank, like hiding in the attic. They're not that locked in, and that there's worse situations people can be in, and there's worse situations we could be in right now. And I think we take that for granted, and we kind of get the whole me, 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 me. It's about me, 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 that we don't realize that, oh, no. It's about other people too.
Yes.
And, those people that have grandmothers who it would not be good if they got it, and they don't want their grandmother to get it. So they want you to stay inside and just chill out. Chill out. And then you get the other people who it's money, 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 money. And they want to do this, do that. And they want to take their boat out. And they want to do, that's this and that, where my friend was saying, just stop. Just chill the F out for a minute. And go to rehab. that's what I would tell people. If you have a problem with drugs, rehab is a perfect place to go right now. You have no excuse.
Right.
Well, I got to work tomorrow. No, you don't.
Right.
Well, I got this.
No, you don't.
No, just go. Get over with. And you'll be surprised. If you do have insurance that you get through work or whatever, if you have private insurance, there's a place just outside of Kalamazoo called Skywood Recovery. And I've talked about them quite a few times. And I would go there. We should go there. Not to like check in, but just go there.
One day.
That's really nice. The food was good too. Our friend Courtney, took us around there, and Chris and I went. And we were both kind of jealous that we weren't there as patients. Not that we want to go back as patients, but it would have been a great place to go. It really would have been. And just from talking to Courtney, you could tell that place, and talking to the director. He has the same name as somebody famous. I can't remember it though. But regardless, just by talking to those two, it seems like, unless they're just super I don't know, like super not the norm, like maybe they're like the cream of the crop when it comes to their employees. I don't know, but it just seems like all their employees would be like them, and have good attitudes. And, that's unrealistic actually, but it seems like they were there for the right reasons. And, and yeah, it is a business. The money is exchanged. And at the same time, though, they want to see people do well and do good. And they're not out to try to be the biggest rehab in Michigan. They're just trying to be effective, and they want people to succeed in their recovery. And for them, that's how they want to grow their reputation. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So anyway, there's places you can go. There's places in Traverse City. There's a few places in Detroit you can go. Grand Rapids, the same. But wherever you're listening in, maybe it's not even in Michigan. Maybe it's in New Zealand. I don't know what they have in New Zealand. But New Zealand's still listening like an MFer, so we appreciate that. People in Brazil picking up the pace a little bit. So that's pretty interesting to see some of the graphics that I don't believe. But then I like to give them shout-outs, so I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's how my day in recovery went. So we'll start chatting more on the website. We need somebody to take over the Project Nation podcast. Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in something like that, just hit me up through the email. Corey at 217recovery.com, Corey. Very easy to find. You can find me on Facebook. Like I said, send me an email. But if you're doing great in recovery today, and that's what I learned from the meeting that I went to in Ireland today through Zoom. They did the reading, and it is about helping other people, give your sobriety away by helping other people. And if that's something that you want to do with your sobriety, feel free to reach out to us. We'll put you to work, and you never know. You could know somebody that could know somebody that could know somebody for something that we're looking for. Never know how that works, but
Well, I want to say real quick is that I really enjoyed the Zoom meetings. The ones, I clicked on a couple. It was a little difficult. It's difficult to find a time that works because of the time difference. So, you got me. I'm looking for something to listen to in the middle of the night and then figuring out what time it is elsewhere on top of that. But anyway, no, it's really easy to navigate through the 217 Recovery website. If you just click on online meetings, and then you just can scroll over to, and you have a little picture for each place that you have in there so far. I'm sure you can probably find some other ones too, and get a link to those. Mm-hmm. And there, it's really self-explanatory, and you can just click on it, and it will hook you up with it. And so, yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't yet. For those of you listening.
If you're tired of seeing the same people in the Zoom meetings and you're just like, go to a different country, man.
Yeah.
See how they're living. And then you hear them say the same thing and you're like,
yeah.
This thing is like for real, like all across the world. Like,
yeah. And some I guess are real, like are smaller, like only maybe 10 people participating. And then you have some that are like roomfuls, and then, but I'm guessing, I'm confident actually that this internet involvement, well, through anything really, but for recovery is gonna continue regardless. When COVID's over, the scare, and everything goes quote unquote back to normal, then I'm thinking that you'd think that people have established kind of maybe even a home group, really. Mm-hmm. You think about it. See familiar faces, hear familiar things. So that's my guess. I'm betting that that's going to continue on. I think it's going to be an asset. It's not going to hinder anything to have another opportunity to go to a meeting, logging in.
And that's something I did with my phone today. I did that background.
The background for what?
My background.
Oh, for your phone.
Yeah, and maybe you can do it on the computer too. I don't know. I tried and it was like, pff. But on the phone, I could do it. I don't know if it's because I have an iPhone or whatever. But so my backdrop was the 217 Recovery logo, and it was so weird because I was sitting there and Nico, I just kind of had the phone sitting there. It really wasn't picking up my face because it was kind of far away, and it was just a logo on my. Hey, that works. Mm-hmm. And then Nico, my cat, goes up to the phone, and all of a sudden you just see Nico's head like popping out of the logo. And I thought, oh man, these people. And then The lady was like, Corey, do you want to talk? Of course, she doesn't talk like that because she's Irish.
That is